welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a get ready with me and talk about this James Charles Tati, now Jeffree Star drama. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I think a lot of you have them in your recommendeds and are possibly subscribed to them. And it's very confusing. And I'm going to do my best to kind of reiterate what I know, what I have found out from some research and, you know, watching drama videos. And, you know, we'll just get ready with me while we do it. So, first thing I'm going to do is my Prickle Pear Blue Oil. So, first let me explain to you guys who James Charles and Tati Westbrook are. James Charles and Tati Westbrook are both YouTubers. Tati has been around for over 10 years on YouTube as a beauty guru. She's one of the originals. And she's very trusted in the beauty community. And she and James Charles became friends when he was just starting out. I think he was probably only like 17, 18. No, he must have been 17 when they met. And she was so blown away by his talent that she flew him out to do her makeup for her wedding, paid for his hotel, bought him pants, because apparently he didn't have pants or something. I don't know. That's their story. They're sticking to it. And ever since then, she has been consistently promoting him, talking great about him. She treats him like a child. Tati doesn't have any natural children. She does have a stepson who she loves. Their interactions on camera are hilarious. And so, you know, she took James under her wing. It's also like kind of early on a Sunday, so I'm having coffee. So yes, Tati is my age. She's like 37, and she, like I said, she used to do videos 5 days a week, and now I think she only does them like 2 days a week. I unsubscribed from James Charles 6 months ago, maybe, like right around the first of the year. I was like, ugh, his content is not what I want to watch anymore, and to me, he acts very, very immature and just, and not immature in like a fun way like I do sometimes, but like making sexual jokes to his straight friends and things like that, and that stuff started to bother me. He had the Sister Squad, which was the two Dolman twins and Emma Chamberlain, and if you don't know them, that's probably for the best. They are, I think they're all like in the 17 to 19 range, and they do more wholesome videos. I've never watched a Dolman Brothers video, I've never watched an Emma Chamberlain video, but that's the gist general of what I know about them. And so, that's just my current knowledge. I think I'm going to focus on Colourpop today for my makeup. So I'm going to use the Colourpop No Filter Foundation Stick. I use Light 40. So that's who Tati and James Charles are. And then Jeffree Star will come into play later. Jeffree Star is a huge YouTuber and has his own makeup line. He has multiple businesses. He's just an all-around, like, business person, because he considers himself an alien. I have an article here opened up that was on Cosmo that kind of like has the timeline down so that I could at least give you guys some like concrete hard information. Looking for a foundation brush. Hello? So those are the players. Okay, James Charles had like 18,000 or 19,000 subscribers before all this started. Tati had like 5. James Charles was the biggest beauty channel on YouTube, and he grew super fast. So I think that is partially, we can blame his age, but at some point age is not an excuse. But he's 19 and he's had to grow up fairly quickly. The problem is he hasn't grown up. And he has this attitude of being better than other people because he is a celebrity. And it was just, yeah. I think his ego kind of got to him, and that's where a lot of this started. So, going back, April 22nd, James posted a Instagram story video thing, and he was promoting Sugar Bear Hair. Sugar Bear Hair is a hair, skin, and nails vitamin. They're like chewy gummies, and they are promoted by everyone, everyone and every person. They basically do social media advertising. That's how they do it. The Kardashians are paid to do ads for them, things like that. James said that Sugar Bear Hair helped him with security at Coachella. That he had called his friend Nikita Dragon, and who is another beauty YouTuber, and asked for her contact, and that Sugar Bear Hair gave him passes. So that if, like, there's like levels of passes at Coachella, and this was a more highly secured pass that he wanted. Are you guys close enough to me? Do you care? And so he promoted these Sugar Bear Hair. Well, Tati has a brand called Halo Beauty, and Sugar Bear Hair is basically one of her competitors, her direct competitors, her like largest competitor. And I think this upset her that James was promoting someone else's, because he and her had had a discussion that he would not promote Halo Beauty on his channel because he has a really young audience, and he didn't think it was proper to promote a vitamin to such a young audience. You know what I mean? Which I think is it's very smart. But then he goes and he does this ad for Sugar Bear Hair, which has ingredients in it that are not the best. A lot of people are allergic to biotin, and it has biotin in it, but also biotin over time is not good for your body. Tati, I actually learned that from Tati, and then looked it up myself because I was like, well, I've been taking biotin for a long time. But it can damage your system if you use it for too long of a period of time. So I read. I'm not an expert. Also, I hope I said this, but I'm not a drama channel. This is not normal for me, so I'm really bad at it. So anyway, James did this video, or this ad, because he hashtag put hashtag ad on 2 of the 3 snaps. And I think Tati lost her damn mind. She then went on Instagram stories and was crying and saying how no one had her back and no one helped her and her friends didn't support her and all this stuff. She talks about being used and betrayed by her friends, and when the video first came out, I was like, no, Tati, no, this is not you, this is not... I was really like, ugh, why did you do that? I'm gonna use the Colourpop No Filter translucent powder all over my face. I was like, no, Tati, don't. Like, this is not you. This is not you. You are not someone that causes drama and, like, lets drama overcome your life. Like, don't do this. And obviously she did it anyway because she don't listen to me. Ain't nobody listen to me. No, but the video came out and she was very upset, and she never mentioned anything specific, but we all knew. We're not stupid. Like, if any of us know anything, we knew. Did you guys see that? What the hell just happened? I was like sucking my straw and it fell out of my mouth or something. hate it. So James, he publicly apologized to Tati for doing that. Never mentions her brand, and he left the ad up. And so, to me, he had a contract with Sugar Bear Hair, and he couldn't take it down for 24 hours. I can almost guarantee that. I know how some of this works. Like, obviously, I'm not at the caliber that they're at, but I understand how an ad works. And so, he did do that later. So, about a week went by. Gabriel Zamora got involved in it. You know, all these smaller beauty YouTubers that like to glob onto whoever's popular. Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon, they all had to put out their side of the story, which means effing nothing. And then on the 10th of May, Tati put out a 43-minute video called Bye Sister, where she exposed James, like, exposed his nasty doings and his inappropriateness. She basically just exposed him for being a not good person. I'm not gonna call him, a lot of people have been calling him a predator, and I just can't do that. Because we don't know everything. And I just don't feel like it's an okay word to kind of use, but like, it kind of seems like that's what it was. So basically she exposed him for trying to turn straight men gay, for strictly hitting on straight guys, and then trying to turn them gay, or accusing them of being gay when they say, you know, hey, I'm not gay, I'm straight. Or even if they're curious, he would get mad at them, and when they would be like, you know what, I'm just really not feeling it, I don't think I'm that way, he would just invalidate them. It sounds to me like he's kind of manipulative, and there were portions where, like, Tati talks about a birthday dinner for her that happened in February, and apparently James hit on the waiter so hard that it made other people uncomfortable, and Tati had told him, James, like, stop, like, he's not gay. And James said something to the effect of, it doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. That is what I had felt from him when I unsubscribed from his channel. Is that the celebrity was going to his head, and he was just being a piece of shit about it. And so I had unsubscribed. But that's neither here nor there. My subscription to either one of them means nothing. Because I'm not subscribed to Tati either, and I haven't been for about 4 months. I lost my connection with her. I lost the like that I had for her. And it's a little bit sad, but, you know, there's cycles. I don't know for you guys, but for me, I have cycles on YouTube of what I'll watch. And she just wasn't in my interest anymore. So anyway, the 43-minute video that Tati put out, she had receipts, she showed text messages, she came hard. And when the video first started, when I first watched it, because I wasn't going to watch it, I was like, ugh, I'm so over this drama. And then so many people were like, you have to watch the video. So I watched Tati's video, 43 minutes, and at first I was like, ugh. I was watching it like the Chrissy Teigen gif where she's like, That's how I watched it at first. And then I realized what she was doing. After she had talked for a little while, I was like, okay, so she has attempted to keep this private, and she has attempted to talk to him. She has attempted to make him aware that his behavior is inappropriate. She has tried. However, I still don't think a public forum is the right place to do that. But I see where she's coming from, and I see where she thought she didn't have any other option. I get it. And so I can't fault her. You know what I mean? So I did a make your own palette from Colourpop, and I'm super excited to pop into this. Oh, I forgot I had cheek and highlight in here. We're gonna have to do highlight again, I guess. Because I want some of this highlight. So yeah, so her video just, it really came for James. And it exposed a lot of things that I had sort of felt, but I didn't have any proof, obviously. I'm not friends with these people, but his actions in some of his videos were not okay with me. There's a quote from her thing here. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality. You are using your frame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them, to embarrass them, and you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they are straight. And you know what? That's not okay. And she's right. That's manipulation. That is using your power. It's almost like the power of like a teacher and a student, because these celebrities have so much clout, and younger people are so into being internet famous and stuff like that that they don't think about the consequences of things like that. And they don't think that like, oh, well, you know, if I just do whatever James wants, then maybe he'll like get me some Instagram followers. Like, that's how ridiculous it is. It's just, it's insanity to me. And I don't like that kind of shit. So the next day, James put out a video addressing the Tati video. His was 8 minutes long, and honestly, the worst thing since the Laura Lee apology. It was freaking awful. He restates the Coachella story. He says he has receipts. Fine. I still don't believe you. I think this 19-year-old kid is too big for his britches at this point. And so his video I could barely watch. I had no problem watching Tati's 43-minute video, but that 8-minute video I could not stomach. I put him on like 1.5, 2 speed because he was talking so slow, which is very, very, very strange for him because he's usually a super fast talker. And it was just, yeah. He sort of addresses the boy situation, but after some of this stuff came out, then people started coming out of the woodwork to expose James. There was a waiter in Seattle, the one from the birthday dinner. He made a video. There was a Coachella guy that made a video, and I'm not going to get into all that kind of drama. To me, that stuff needs to go to the police. I'm sorry. That seems like manipulative shit, and it's not okay. There was a story that came out that he forced this one person to like stay in a hotel room with him and made the guy feel so guilty that he did, and James wouldn't leave him alone. Like, there's too much of that, and that stuff needs to be taken care of in a different manner. But this is just ridiculous. So then on Twitter, Jeffree Star speaks up. He's like, Tati's 100% right. There's a reason that Nate won't allow James back at the house. Nate is Jeffree's long-term boyfriend or longtime boyfriend. And there's hints at certain things that James had done to Jeffree and Nathan, that Nathan is like no longer wants James around the house. And, Nate has every right to say who comes in his house or not. But then there were also tweets between James and Jeffree that showed that they were still friends during that time that Jeffree said Nate said he couldn't have come over to the house. Well, there's a difference between defriending someone, like not being friends with them anymore, and not allowing them in your house. There's a difference. And so I could see how Jeffree could still try to be friends with James without having him come over to his place. Because, you know, your partner is valid to say that they don't want certain people at their house. Like, it's not that serious. Yeah, and then Tati was very sad on social media for, like, ever. Well, this Tati video and James's apology, it all just kind of was ridiculous. And, oh yeah, that's better. James lost 6 million subscribers in like a day and a half, 2 days. Tati gained like 5,000 subscribers. She hit over 10 million. And the rapid losing and gaining of subscribers is insane to me because I'm a teeny tiny channel. I struggle to gain like 50 subscribers in like a week. And these people are losing like millions in like the matter of hours. It's just insanity. So yeah, there was that. And then the 16th of May, which from me now is like 3 or 4 days ago, Tati posted a video why I did it. Let's see. By early morning, May 17th, it had already racked up 13.3 million views. I think she had like 17 or 18 million views the day that she posted this. I was looking at her social blade yesterday. And she explains why she did it, why she, you know, exposed him, because she didn't know what else to do. She had come to the end of her rope with him and had tried to do it in private, and he wasn't having it. He wasn't, you know, listening. He wasn't changing these behaviors, and so she decided to expose him publicly. And she, in the video, she's like, I didn't want this for James. I didn't want him to lose subscribers. I honestly thought I was going to lose subscribers. She talks about being scared of him. She talks about, you know, how she feels. And it was a decent video, but I don't think she should have done it. I think she talks about trying to meet him at a public YouTube meeting place, because YouTube has offices that certain creators of a certain size can use and have meetings there and meet up and record collabs. Like, YouTube is very accommodating about things like that. And James Charles is really close with the CEO or, you know, operating officer, either the CEO or the COO of YouTube. She invited him to the Met Gala. That's how he got to go to the Met Gala, is she got invited to the Met Gala and chose to take James. Because he's one of the biggest creators on the platform. You know? 19 million is nothing to sniff at. And so, it's become this huge thing. So Tati puts out this other video. I don't know how long that one was. It's 18 minutes. She cries a little bit. I don't think she should have put this one out. I don't think she needed to. I think she had already said her piece, and there's no reason for her to come on and be like, I don't hate James, I actually love James. And stop. Know when to leave well enough alone. You should have left this alone. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, you all are, you know, welcome to have your own opinion about it. That's my personal opinion. And that's what this is about, my personal opinion. Oh, wait, I got a purple liner from them I want to try. So, I haven't watched it yet, but I did notice that James put out a video yesterday. And we were looking at, Brittany was over last night, we were sort of talking about it, and I was looking at his Social Blade, and his Social Blade had went up more. He gained back like, I just broke off that pencil, dang it. He had gained back like 3 million subscribers, and Tati had actually lost a couple million. And it was just, the rate at which these fans go back and forth is just insane. And so, what I have to say is, don't support creators that cause drama. You're only putting money in their pocket and telling them that their behavior doesn't matter. If you don't like the behavior of someone, call them out on it. And if they don't change their behavior, then just don't subscribe. Like, there's no reason to throw hate at someone. There's no reason to do that. Just don't support them. Just don't support them. These bigger YouTubers, a lot of them only care about the money. And so by you not watching their channel, you're not giving them your money. Don't watch them. Don't subscribe to them. You know, you can unsubscribe from whoever you want, but if you're still watching their videos, they're still getting paid. We don't get paid by subscriber counts. Subscriber counts are pure vanity. We get paid by the views and you clicking on ads. Subscriber count is just basically for us. It's to give us a little bit of, wow, 42,000 people like me. That's basically what a subscriber count is. Or 100 people like me, or whatever. However many subscribers you have is your thing. I need to clean this up. So it's just, I just don't support people who are jerks. I definitely do not support James Charles right now. I think that his behavior with his fans, his behavior with apparently what he deems as potential sexual partners, I don't think that stuff is appropriate. And I think that if he wasn't, I think this would be taken a lot more seriously if James was a man and he was doing this type of behavior towards a younger woman or even a woman his age. I think that it would be taken a lot more seriously. If this was, say, a Logan Paul thing, this would be unforgivable. But because James is gay, it seems like it's okay, and I don't feel that way. I'm not saying a lot of people feel that way, or not saying all people feel that way, but some people are just like, oh, I don't think it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's not right. It's not okay to use your fame to turn a man gay when he's straight or attempt to hold him against his will. Again, you guys are not getting all the information from me because I don't know all the information. This is only from me doing a little bit of research and watching a few videos. Because I want to give you guys my opinion on stuff so we can have discussions, but I also want you to know that I don't know everything, and I'm perfectly happy learning more things. Learning more. I know more about this, but I can't get everything out, you know? So, I'm almost done here. In my opinion, I don't support James Charles. I don't stand that stuff. That's not okay with me. That type of behavior is, I hate to say it, but it's very predatory, and I wish Chris Hansen would come back. I just wish James wasn't so obsessed with turning straight guys gay. because it doesn't look good, sis. It doesn't look good, sis. In his immortal words, it doesn't look good. Not a good look. So, I don't know if I haven't watched it, but James put out a video apparently exposing some lies that Tati put out. Definitely lies that Jeffrey talked about. It's a whole ass mess. And I know that some of the people that unsubscribed and were like, I hate James Charles. That's horrible. He can't do that. Tati's the best. Are now opposite that. I hate Tati. James is the best. Stop. Stop doing that. You don't know these people in real life. Like, I don't know. Like, it just makes me sad that there's all these, like, young people out there that are just so obsessed with, look at this. This is called A Whole New World. But they're so obsessed with the fame, and they just, I don't think that certain people are good role models for kids. And look, I'm not trying to be a role model to anyone. I realize that me being an obese person can come across to some people as me promoting obesity. And I think that's stupid, but I try to use my platform to uplift people. I don't try to use my platform to gain clout or subscribers or try to find straight guys that I can turn gay. I don't know. It's just... Although, as a woman, I probably could turn a couple straight guys gay. I'm just saying. They look at me and they'll be like, if that's what a woman is, I'm out. Kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Part of my humor is a little bit of self-deprecation. So, let me have it. Let me have it. Alright, here's my full face. Get ready with me, Colourpop. I really, really like the shadows I picked out. Were you guys even looking at my eyes? Okay, I think you saw everything. And that's my quick, like, bare bones rundown of the James Charles Tati thing. Because I know there was a couple people in my community that were like, I have no idea what's happening. What is this stuff? And I had mentioned on Instagram that I kind of wanted to state my opinion on it. And people were like, yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. So this is my first dive into a semi-drama video. I'm going to go watch the James video on a different channel. That's a trick. You can watch the James Charles apology video on a different video or on a different channel if someone has downloaded it and it hasn't been copyright struck yet. Like, it just depends. And then some of the drama channels, they show it and they do enough changes to it where it falls under fair use. Let's not get into fair use and copyright in this because it's a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch that on a different channel, and if I have more to say after James's video, I will let you guys know. Okay, so just some quick notes because things did happen after I recorded the video this morning. I went through and I watched the James Charles video, his second apology, his side of the story, whatever it was. He debunked quite a few things with some text messages, and it's not that I don't think he still did some of these things, but it did lighten it a little bit. I still am not going to subscribe and not going to support him. I don't know. I hope he learns from this, and I hope that he grows from this, and I hope that he sees that, you know, people do care about him. Jeffrey put out a statement, or a video that basically said he was done. he's not going to talk about this anymore. He apologized. He apologized for attacking James's little brother and saying things that were just out of line. He talked about how he could feel himself going back to the old Jeffrey, and so he had to pull himself back, and his mom and Nate, his boyfriend, kind of were there with him and pulled him back, and I understand that. I understand being in that mindset, but being on social media, you need to be carefuler about what you're hitting send on. Does that make sense? My hair is like distracting me. Tati also put out a statement. She said that she will no longer be talking about it on social media or anything, and that she hoped that the other two involved, or the other people involved, would stop talking about it as well. And so I think the three main people that were involved in all the bullshit have called it quits. They have called a truce, and they don't want to talk about it anymore. So I think that's good, and I hope that the beauty community can get back to actually being about beauty and not about bullshit. So anyway, I hope this was informative. Hope you liked the makeup that I did, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Mwah.